happy weekend. I hope you're having a good day out there. And as always, if it sucks, I'm sorry and I hope that it gets better soon for you. I don't know what is in the air or if it's just because I'm getting old, but it is like the baby era right now, okay? There are so many people pregnant and having babies right now. Like there are 4 babies, counting ours, in Daniel's pretty small work section just from the past like 6 months. It's insane. And all of them at his work section, they're all boys. And we have the only girl, but so it's wild. So there's a lot of boys out there, I don't know. And then one of our pregnant friends here is having a boy too. And they all kind of say the same thing whenever they see our daughter. And they always make the same comment. They're like, oh, baby girls are so much cuter. Like, they're so much more fun to dress than boys. And, all the boy outfits suck because it's just, monster trucks or dinosaurs or something about mud. And that's it. Like, those are the only options. And so let's talk about baby clothes, okay? First off, right off the bat, cost difference. I'm not gonna lie, there is a noticeable gender price gap already in infant clothing, okay? And we know about the pink tax, where female things are just upcharged literally because they're pink. Like, think razors, shaving creams, dry cleaning, all of the above, right? And the average price gap, it's hard for me to pin down because different sources that I've seen online will say different things. Between the years of 2018 until 2023, basically, is some of the newest ones I've seen 11%, I've seen 18%, I've seen up to 21% price difference for, again, infant and toddler clothing. So, I don't know, full disclosure, I'm not really sure what's more accurate, but regardless, the difference is there. And that's pretty significant. I mean, same thing with toys too, but let's just focus on the clothes. I mean, why is a pink onesie for an infant more expensive than a blue onesie? It's the exact same size, the same shape, the same design. So there are no excuses of, oh, well, anatomically and, women have more curves and different designs, blah, blah, blah. No, they're babies. They're the same size, same potato shape. Why is a pink one more expensive than a blue one? That's crazy to me right off the bat. That's wild. And then let's get into aesthetic versus functionality. So when we talk about aesthetics of baby clothes, like, this is another bone I have to pick with gendered baby clothes, because when people say girl outfits are always so cute and adorable and they're more fun to dress up, they've got the little bow, yada yada. Let me ask you this. Why do infant girls have to be aesthetic? They're just laying there. They're just potatoes. Why do they have to be pretty and easy on the eyes, but boys don't? And if we're talking functionality here, specifically looking at the toddler age, think pockets. Girl toddler pants, they either don't have pockets because they're just the leggings, or they have those itty bitty non-existent pockets that are really just there for decoration. But boys have pockets that they can fit their hands into. Boys have pockets that they can put things into. But the girl pants don't have that. And of course, even going into adulthood, so many women's clothes don't have functional pockets like men's clothing does. Or if it does have pockets, they're the really I'll say it, they're useless pockets. You put your phone in there and it drags down to your knees basically because it can't hold the weight of a phone. And it's a huge ordeal. If it does have especially dresses, if they have pockets, that's why we always freak out and we go, it has pockets. Because it's such a novelty that we have to announce it to everyone. And now I know what you may be thinking, and it's fair. Maggie, I've seen pictures of your daughter, and she always is the cutest patootie in the world. She is certified adorable. I've seen her in her little headband bows and matching dresses and outfits. Yes, you are right. And this is the trap that we fall into. It hurts me to say this, but it does make my heart so happy sometimes when I put her in the little holiday specific outfits and the little bows and all that. For St. Patty's Day, she had the green shirt with the ruffles and the matching jumper. and the matching headband. And I just think that is so adorable. And I love, like, I don't regret it. I do not regret it because I have those pictures. And so I'm going to have those forever. And I have those memories of her being so cute for her first St. Patty's Day. But I do feel like, I don't know, I feel like I balance it out because that's only kind of like special occasions that I really truly dress her up. Like if we're just going somewhere, she's not dolled up to the nines. She's in onesie. She's in a sleeper. That's like day to day, that's what she's in. And I do have a lot of technically gender neutral onesies and clothings. And by gender neutral, I mean not stereotypically girly. Like it's not, like I have a lot of blues, a lot of grays, a lot of other colors, which technically I guess that's boy specific, stereotypically, whatever. I don't know. I feel, yes, I am a little bit hypocritical with that, but I also feel like it balances out because it's not all she's in all the time. And talking about gendered designs, think traditional boy clothes, okay? So like I said earlier, it's trucks, it's airplanes, it's trains, which it's kind of funny because it's like what's inherently masculine or not feminine about modes of transportation. But then you really think about it and it's like, oh yeah, because we want to instill from a young age that engineering and maintenance and career paths of that nature are for boys, not for girls. And then let's take a look at the girl designs. We get cupcakes, sparkles, unicorns, rainbows, princess crowns. And what message does that inherently send to society? That women center around fantasy and fiction and aesthetic, not grounded in reality. And then we wonder why we get the stereotype that women are dramatic and not reasonable or rational. And again, I'll touch on toys. Like girl toys are either designed to mold them into mothers and homemakers. So think play kitchen, food sets, dolls, right? Or they're playing with fictitious things that don't actually exist. So princesses, unicorns, Pegasus, okay? Stereotypical boy toys, what are they? Tonka trucks, Lincoln Logs, Legos, things that have arguably purpose in the world, like things that kind of build useful skills. Like I saw an Instagram video about a mom trying to get outfits for their family photos. And she was complaining about how there are so many cute outfits for her daughter. And then she pans over to the boy section and it's just like graphic tees, graphic tees, graphic tees. And one of the top comments said, quote, gee, it's almost like little boys are allowed to be children and little girls are expected to be aesthetically pleasing at all times, unquote. And with that, let's dip into the spicy content of this episode, okay? And so here's the thing. I have my feelings on this next bit, but I also hear the counter argument in the back of my mind and I don't like disagree with it. So I don't know. Yeah. I think sometimes, brace yourselves, I think we kind of sexualize baby girls with some of these outfits that we put them in. Okay? Like some of the crop tops, the bikinis for the 6 and 12-month-olds, the spaghetti strap dresses and tops. I think sometimes it does get taken a little bit too far. I feel like some of these outfits should be kept to people who have more of their frontal lobe developed, if you know what I mean. And now with that, the counter argument, Maggie, why are you sexualizing babies? It's not about the clothes. When is it fine to wear this stuff then? Where is that line? And that's valid because I do not condone victim shaming. I hate when people are like, well, what was she wearing? It doesn't matter what she was wearing. Point blank. It doesn't matter, right? I hate when we're talking about the mentality of dress coding children in school because showing their shoulders or skin is inherently distracting to the men in their class. I think that's bonkers. I do not support that. But I just can't get over the idea that infants and toddlers don't need to be wearing that kind of thing. I don't know. And especially when it comes to swimsuits and summer clothes, when it's hella hot out, I will always go back to practicality and functionality. Babies have such sensitive skin and they get sunburned and sun damage so quickly. So functionally, If they're swimming or in the sun, you want as much skin coverage as possible without them overheating. So that's why you see a lot of long sleeve swim tops with the bottoms. Like, you want as much skin covered so you only have to put on the least amount of sunscreen. Because, I mean, I'm not super granola, but like, sunscreen isn't awesome for their sensitive skin because it does have a lot of chemicals in it. So obviously you'll take some chemicals and potential skin irritants over sun damage and sunburn. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, my baby ain't gonna be in a bikini in the pool for a long, long time. But then also, I mean, talking about practicality, when you're getting these, toddlers and young kids, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, what do they want to be doing? They want to be playing, running, jumping, climbing trees, doing whatever, doing kid things. And if the girls are wearing outfits that are hella cute and adorable for grown-ass adults, like crop tops, whatever, I'm like, that is asking for skinned knees and skinned elbows and all this stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, they can't properly play in some of those outfits. So that means the outfit is purely for aesthetic. And then again, why we get into that question of why. Why do you need your 6-year-old to be so aesthetic in a grown-ass woman's outfit? I don't know. That's just my take. But let's talk about shorts, okay? There was a TikTok turned article in the US Sun, and it was this mom showing the size difference between her daughter's 6T shorts and then a boy size 6T shorts. And the difference is wild. I'll post the picture for y'all. She laid the girl shorts on top of the boy shorts, right? And it was just insane, the size difference. And then she laid the 6T girl shorts right next to a size 2T boy shorts, and they were almost identical size-wise. And that's huge. So the author said, like, okay, the message here is that girl clothes are meant to show off their body and look pretty. Boy clothes is meant to help them be active and play. And she goes on to say, if anyone is wondering why little girls have body image issues, let's start with the clothing in the stores. And then she goes on to talk about the struggles of buying jeans or pants for her daughter because everything is so snug and fitted. Like, her daughter didn't have room to jump and play and move around like she did in the boy pants. And then she said her son went through a purple phase where he just loved the color purple. That's all he wanted to wear. And she was trying to find purple shirts for him. Couldn't find any in the boys section, so she'd go to the girls section. But the shirt lengths were always way too short for his torso. The waist was cut in and tapered, so it never fit right. And yeah, like, another article from Austin American-Statesman showcases the dramatic differences in sizing between the boy and the girl clothes. And I love this one because they actually have the distinct measurements and the stats. So same thing, a size 6 girls t-shirt and shorts compared to a size 6 boys t-shirt and shorts. For the girl, get this is insane. So for the girl, the shorts had a 65% shorter inseam. The sleeves were 36% shorter. The shirt was about 3 inches narrower. And the shirt was about 8% shorter than the boy shirt was. And keep in mind, at this age and up until puberty, boys and girls are the same shape anatomically. There is no valid reasoning for that drastic of measurement differences in the same size. That's crazy. I mean, no wonder girls have issues getting dress coded in school because of short lengths. And no wonder girls grow up with body image issues when they have to size up to feel comfortable and then they never properly fit into their clothing. And it's a hot mess. So, solutions. I mean, sure, we can go gender neutral, but to be honest, gender neutral brands are not usually at traditional stores. And so they can be more expensive, which sucks. And like I said, technically, I do dress my daughter in a lot of gender neutral clothing, but only because it's not all pink and yellow and purple. Like, I dress her in any color. And a lot of times people are always like, oh, but, how can you tell if it's a boy or a girl? And I kind of don't care. Like, it's not a big priority to me right now if the random stranger in Walmart or grocery store or wherever, if they can immediately tell by looking at the baby what gender it is. Like someone I'm never going to see again ever in my life. And same thing with my dog Marshmallow. Like, people call him a girl all the time when they walk up to him. And I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me. I feel like my baby is the same. If they say, oh, he's a cutie, I'll still say, oh, thanks. I'm not going to be like, it's actually a girl. Like, how would they know? And also, I don't care. Like, she doesn't have hair really right now. I mean, she has like fuzz, but she doesn't have like long hair. And you know what? So what if she's in a gray onesie? She's comfy. She's still cute. She's still a cute baby. Cutest baby in the world. I don't know. It just, maybe other parents are different. For me, I'm like, it doesn't really bother me if a random stranger misgenders my baby. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. My thing with true gender neutral clothing is because I feel like gender neutral equates to color neutral. And I just don't want to dress her in beiges and whites and creams and browns. Like, I'm just not into that. Like, I like color, I like patterns. So that's my slight holdup with true gender neutrals. But I mean, that's such a small, insignificant thing when you really look at the big picture. Other solutions, so there are some really cool clothing brands out there that I found when I was looking at some of these articles and stuff. They offer like functional girl clothes, fit-wise and things like that. And so it kind of bridges that gap. But then they also, design-wise, like, they have girl shirts that have dinosaurs on them. They have girl shirts that have, airplanes or astronauts or things like that. And so there's Clothes Without Limits. That one sounds really amazing. Girls Will Be has some really cool stuff. Free to Be Kids looks really cool too. So there are options out there. Like I said, unfortunately, like, they're not the cheapest options out there. But also, I mean, the benefit of going gender neutral is that if you have multiple kids, or if you pass on these clothes to family friends that are having babies, like, you can get a lot more use out of them because you can wear them so much more. So that is one plus. And I will add, if your daughter likes the slimmer fit or the shorter shorts, like if that's the style that she likes and the fit that she likes, that's one thing. You do you. Let her do her. That's cool if she likes that, if she prefers it. My bone to pick with this is just that it's the only option. I don't like that that's the only thing usually that you see in department stores. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I want my daughter to grow up in a world where she can be comfy in what she wears. And she doesn't have to pay more for the exact same thing than her male counterparts. I want her to grow up in a world where she can know that she can, it sounds so corny, but like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. Like, so many times with career paths, it's not even like they think, hey, I could be a pilot, but nah, I'm choosing not to because it's too hard. Or like, what if I was president, but not? The mindset, I think, especially with our generation, is like, they didn't even think that pilot or president was on the table. Like, when they were looking through their options of career choices, that like wasn't even on the list. It's not even like they thought of it and then were rejected or turned down. Like, they didn't even think that that was an option for them. And I just, again, super corny, but I just want my daughter to grow up where she can actually be anything she wants. She can, if she's into Tonka trucks, okay, cool, next engineer. Heck yeah. She can design, I don't know, actually functioning electric trucks. Who knows? I don't know. I'll let her decide that. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy for not wanting to sexualize my daughter. Maybe that's just me. That could just be me. Who knows? Let me just say this. All y'all parents out there, I'm sure you're doing the best you can. You're doing a great job. Don't let me stop you. I just wanted to get this off my chest, right? And then also, I mean, I think some of these things we don't really think about unless someone brings it up. Like I said, I never really, like, yeah, I guess I kind of noticed, like, wow, girl clothes these are kind of expensive just for pink onesies. But it's sneaky. It's very sneaky of these department stores, because the boy clothes and the girl clothes are always on like separate sides of the store. And I don't know, maybe this is just me, but like I have no reason to be in the boy clothes section right now, so I don't go over there, so I don't see side by side, hey, why is this pink onesie $9 but the blue onesie is only $7? Unless I'm actively looking for that, how would I know? Like, it's not something that you really piece together, because I feel like they're kind of sneaky about it. They want to, slip one over. But then also, I mean, I don't know if it really makes sense to combine them. I think that just might get it might be a little bit clustery, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not in the business of designing clothing stores and designing the layouts of said clothing stores. So who am I to comment on that? But yes, that is what I have for y'all this week. Make good choices. Be a decent human being. Take care of each other. Dress your baby in whatever you want to dress your baby in. Whatever you feel comfortable dressing your baby in. Don't mind all the other people saying, oh, but she doesn't look girly enough. Or, oh, why do you have your boy in that? Whatever. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to the haters. You do you. And as your kids get older, let them do them. Whatever they're comfy in. Whatever's good for them. Whatever they love. It's all about making our kids happy, right? Happy, healthy. That's all I care about. So yeah, I will catch y'all next time. Okay, bye.